As you may know from Kevin Feige, who is currently the producer at Marvel, to the producers like the Russos, they prepared us for Thanos for 10 years. I've prepared a video today that will spark a lot of debate. I'm not a Marvel fan, nor am I a DC fan. I support the good production of both universes. Today I'm shooting a video about DC superheroes who could defeat Thanos. Let's get started. Yes, let's start with Superman and Supergirl. When you think about who could first confront Thanos, the top characters from DC that come to mind are Superman and Supergirl. Since we already know Thanos is vulnerable to direct confrontations, this comparison would be more realistic. In animations and comics, I believe that the power of Kryptonians with their heat vision and strength would be more than enough to take on Thanos. Along with that, Superman can freeze, burn, or take Thanos on a little trip into space, and all of this comes at no cost. As I mentioned, I don't think Superman would struggle against Thanos, especially considering that he has faced powerful characters like Doomsday, Darkseid, and Anti-Monitor. On the other hand, Supergirl, Kara Zor-El, may not have fully showcased her potential on screen, but we shouldn't underestimate that she is just as powerful as her cousin. Unfortunately, the chances of seeing an epic showdown like this with Superman and Supergirl included are very low. However, there's a situation to consider. In the Marvel Universe, there are no Kryptonian rules. So, if Superman or Supergirl decided to go all out, Iron Man and the others wouldn't stand a chance, and they would wreak havoc. The person you're waiting for is indeed the Flash. Imagine Thanos losing before he even realizes what happened. That means we should not overlook the high probability of Barry Allen, or even Wolverine defeating Thanos with the right planning and timing. Since we're talking about all sorts of tricks and deception here, of course, Flash could handle Thanos one-on-one, but what if Thanos gets his hands on Flash's gloves? Although it's a video focused on DC, there are some features that people who think Flash only runs fast might overlook. Flash can phase through matter, become invisible, and even pull a fast one without you noticing. Moreover, he can use his supersonic punch, which is quite something. By the way, he can also throw lightning.
I'm the Flash.
The who now?
Wait, do you not know who I am?
Yes, we've come to Martian Manhunter. This character is a very powerful Martian, known as the Last Martian, with abilities ranging from telekinesis to shape-shifting. Of course, if we don't count Miss Martian, coming to Earth after being the last Martian on the planet and witnessing what's going on here has made him quite formidable. Although we first met him in 1955, the first production where we saw an impressive visual representation of him was in the Supergirl TV series. You must have realized how powerful a character he is when he defeated Supergirl in the series. He can even transform into a metal man if he wishes, and later, Manhunter can exploit Thanos' fears and sneak up on him a few times by phasing through him from behind.
Face Darkseid.
Why are you so eager to fight?
I have my reasons. Now stand aside.
We can't let you go.
Try to stop me.
Let's introduce you to a character that some of you may not be familiar with. Orion. While Thanos may be one of the most powerful villains in the Marvel Universe, in the DC Universe, there's someone who can match him. Darkseid. However, we don't even need to consider Darkseid when we're talking about Thanos, because Darkseid is essentially the direct counterpart of Thanos in the DC world. Years ago, we learned from a DC statement that Darkseid has a son. What's interesting is that, unlike his father, he chose to fight for good instead of evil. You can think of Orion as the heroic version of Darkseid. Like his father, Orion is both immortal and incredibly powerful, capable of defeating almost anyone in one-on-one combat. He also possesses the ability to manipulate energy. Unfortunately, he has only appeared in animation so far, which is why he has such a cake-like costume. In reality, he is very powerful, and if he were to face Thanos, he could easily handle the situation with just a flick of his finger.
I've got my orders, legal and proper.
Dude, Superman just told you to step aside.
I heard him, ma'am. Not gonna happen.
And we're slowly coming to an end. Captain Atom. When it comes to Captain Atom, a one-on-one battle with Thanos could be quite straightforward. If we were to match these two characters from DC and Marvel, Captain Atom defeating Thanos would take about 10 minutes. Captain Atom derives all his power from his mind. To draw a comparison, we can also mention Adam Warlock from Marvel. With his mind, Captain Atom can create anything. He has even been able to build an exact duplicate of the Earth. Under these circumstances, by simply thinking, he could produce the Infinity Gauntlet and send Thanos into infinity. And we've come to the last character, Dr. Fate. I felt the need to include Dr. Fate in this list, thinking that a bit of magic should be present. With his power, Dr. Fate can turn Thanos into dust in an instant. Although he may bear a resemblance to Doctor Strange from the Marvel Universe, I believe that in a face-off between the two, Dr. Fate would easily come out as the winner. After all, Dr. Fate isn't fake. Doctor Strange is. Friends, please don't get upset. I also love Doctor Strange more, but there's nothing to be done. The facts are clear. Doctor Strange has a lot of fans too. And listen carefully here. Dr. Fate doesn't just use magic, he masters it. Plus, with his helmet, he can even control lightning. So, even without using magic, if he wishes, he can subject Thanos to a rain of lightning. After that, you can decide whether Thanos' skin color should be purple or yellow. I'll be waiting for all your comments. See you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.